Hi, it's your coach Joe Lucas. Welcome to Wednesday, September 13th. Hope you're doing well. Hope, this week is turning out the way you want to. You're achieving your goals and you're feeling good as we literally move down the fast track, right, to the end of 2017. Today I'm going to pivot a little bit. I know I talk about a lot of different strategies and what I call productivity hacks for advisors. Today I want to talk really to you about meetings. Whether we're doing phone meetings with clients or prospects, whether we're doing in-person reviews with clients, we're doing a prospect meeting, first meeting, second meeting, third meeting, decision-making meetings, things like that. I find a lot of times advisors sabotage their success. They basically limit their resources or their resourcefulness because basically they have no energy. So here's what I mean by that. And look, we've all been guilty of this, right? Where you're on your second, third, or fourth, or fifth, or sixth, seventh meeting, whatever it is for the day. It's in the afternoon. You didn't have the best lunch in the world, and you just want to literally take a nap, but you have somebody coming in. So here's what tends to happen. Our brain goes into the how do I get through it mode versus how do I drive a result mode. And over a 20, 30, 40-year career in this business, that will cost you millions of dollars of personal income. Let me say that again. This will cost you millions of dollars of personal income if you extrapolate out an entire career. And the interesting part about this is totally manageable by you, the advisor, by choices you make. And look, what I found in my work in 25 years, everybody has what I call their number. Some advisors that I work with can literally do 6, 7 reviews a day. They're high energy people and they can really crank it out. Others, if they do more than 3, they just can't handle it. So first off, everybody has a unique scenario, and again, how much prep you do, how much time, the level of detail, plus you're, again, personally yourself. And that's why I've always said you want to treat yourself as an athlete, because this is a business of both emotional energy and physical energy, mental energy and physical energy. And especially if you're in the seminar game, right? You're out there doing workshops, and you can go a couple weeks and things are kind of normal. Then all of a sudden you've got 20 meetings in 10 days or 30 meetings in a week. You got a cowboy or cowgirl up for that, right? But you can't do it if you don't take care of yourself. So a couple strategies real quick. Number one, figure out how many meetings you really should do. And I'm not really talking about touch-base calls, which are like, voicemails and maybe some emails and a 3 to 5 minute conversation. I'm talking about reviews or prospect meetings. How many slots should you have in a given day that's optimal? So again, doesn't push you too far, and you kind of do that. What a lot of advisors do, which is to my mind crazy, hey, when can you come in? And the client says, I can come in then. Okay, great, we'll do it then. Because you're afraid, you operate in scarcity that, oh my gosh, I can't tell my client when they can come in. Yes, you can. Do it, right? So number one, figure out slotting, and then figure out optimal slotting inside of that day. So in other words, hey, you may want to slot your reviews like at 10, 11:30, and like at 2:30, and then be done, not have anything. You may find that you're better off kind of late morning, midday, and not have anything on the ends, right? Because you're ramping up and maybe gassed by then. We do low priority stuff towards the latter part of the afternoon. You also may determine that, hey, I want to do my reviews Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday and Friday bookends, prep on Monday, or, kind of clean up on Friday, right? Again, a lot of different models out there. So the first off is figure out your slotting. Next thing, if you're going to have a heavy human being day, as we like to call it sometimes, eat as an athlete. So again, light meals, lots of water, lots of protein, very little carbs. Do not sabotage yourself by eating a heavy lunch and then you want to go nappy time, right? Nappy time costs you millions of dollars, all right? Remember that. Next thing you want to do is you do not want to have back-to-back meetings or phone calls, especially if they're reviews. Here's why. What tends to happen, we all know this, things run late, and you literally fall out of one meeting and you're falling into another meeting, right? And there's no time, maybe 30, 45 minutes to kind of pause. How did that go? Make your notes, debrief, hand things off to your team you need to. Maybe even go to the bathroom, right? Get some water, get geared up. You always want to have a minimum of 5 minutes, optimally 10 minutes before any client meeting, whether virtual or in person, to literally do nothing but to think. Go over their file, go over the notes, and visualize. Literally close your eyes and visualize the meeting going well. Energize yourself, right? You want to sit there and say, I don't want to get through this meeting. I want to drive a specific outcome or set of outcomes. Right? We need to do that. But you're not going to be able to pull that off if you're fried, if you're vaporized, right? If you're just burnt. So you need to do that. A minimum of 5 minutes, ideally 10, and you just literally no phone calls, no answering emails, no nothing. You get ready because look, that prospect, that client, they deserve you at the best. If they're a client, they're paying you to be at their best. Do not cheat them, right? By just going through things. So eat like an athlete. Some time in between. Understand your slotting. Take control of this. It will make you a lot of money. You'll do a better job for your clients. You'll convert more prospects into clients because you're not going to give up on them because you're tired and your brain goes, oh, this person's never going to do anything, and you just can't wait for the meeting to be over. How many times in your career have you done that? And in spite of your worst effort, they still wanted to hire you. And you know, we've all had that. Imagine your world if you were at your best in every meeting. You left nothing for chance. That is 100% in your control. Think about it, take action, and I'll see you tomorrow.